Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey,
how are you doing?
How you
I'm
doing?
okay. First of all, congratulations on season 2. I must say it was very exciting. You guys started off with a bang, and I was like, wow. My first question, Tracey, I want to know how difficult or how easy is the transition from you doing production and music opposed to television, because you have a history of not only doing film and TV series, but also music also. So how's that transition have been for you? And is it easier or is it more difficult for you?
Well, you know what? I've been so blessed to have had these kind of what I call chapters, in my career. And so kind of one thing led to the next, which led to the next. But things I learned from one chapter, I'm able to take into my next chapter. So, my first chapter, you're right, was in music. And so I had a record label and I was putting together albums and stuff. But then that led me to putting together soundtracks, which led me to producing films. And then a film that I produced developed into a TV show, which was Soul Food. And so, but the reason I got the Soul Food script was because they wanted me to produce the soundtrack for Soul Food. So everything was like little stepping stones. And, I just keep learning, like from every single project that I do. We were talking about that earlier, like the cast was saying that they learn from each project. But I also too, as a producer, I grow and learn from each project. And so there were things like I had never done a COVID production. And so learning how to, produce in the world of COVID. And, I started paying a lot more attention to line items for, financials and how much we spending for this location, because COVID was so expensive. So, and then the last thing that I just got a chance to do, which was an action film. I had never done an action film before. So I got to learn about blowing up cars and decapitating heads and all kind of crazy stuff. But I keep growing. So I'm really blessed.
That's good. My next question is for Jackie Long, if he's still around over there. I don't know if Jackie.
Right here.
Jackie, how you doing? I'm used to seeing your other films, and when I saw season 2, I saw you
You saw.
Can you hear me over there?
Hold on, I couldn't hear you. Somebody's moving or something on a Samsung. What'd you say now?
When I was watching these first 2 episodes, I saw you tapped in kind of like a emotional thing in this role that I didn't see in like other movies that I saw you play in. Can you talk about some of the adjustments you had to make going into this character, and specifically in season 2, because there's a lot going on with your character, and I'm just trying to find out what did you do, if anything, to adjust to get into this role, and some of the things that was going on with your character in season 2 without revealing so much that happens in season 2. If you can, kind of elaborate.
Well, when they say it's time for peace, it's time for war. So I was just getting myself prepared for war, because once I seen the script and all the good things that was happening, I was like, wow, I got to really get in depth with my character and really, show a lot of emotions this season, So it was definitely, to me, I like challenges, you know what I'm saying? And it's nothing better than getting a challenge as an actor. So when I got the challenge, I wasn't going to let myself down. So I was going to go all in. And I just really did a lot of substitution this year on a lot of things to make me get into that mode or whatever situation I was in, and brought it to life, and working with the other actors helped me bring it to life. So that's another plus, it wasn't just me. So I just had to do a lot of substitution, and it worked out.
That's good, man. You did a good job, man. Congratulations on the performance, man. I was like, wow, that's Jackie. You doing this thing over there.
Hey, man.